a little bit ago, I watched Fantastic Four from 2005, and then Rise of the Silver Surfer from 2007. And I thought that those two movies, absolute blast. Thought they were really, really fun, really, really entertaining, and just great time all around. I don't know if I'm overreacting or what it is, but while they're not perfect, they got a special place in my heart now. And I thought, why don't I watch the 2015 reboot? And I've heard many things about this movie. I've heard that it's terrible. I've heard that it is very, very bad. I've heard that it is worse than you could possibly imagine. And I thought, these days, society is at a place where sharing your own opinion, if it's not like everyone else's, don't bother. It's not good to have your own opinion, society says. Fit into the mold. And I thought, everyone else, I disagreed with them on the other Fantastic Four movies. Maybe this one might be the same. So I rebelled against society. I watched Fantastic Four 2015. And what the heck? That was a terrible movie. Should have listened to everyone else. I have never seen such a just disappointment. Like, I didn't even have my bar high. I had my bar almost touching the ground. Could have broken someone's toes, it was that low. I went in with an open mind, I really did. And somehow I was still heavily disappointed. Everyone was right, it was worse than I could have possibly imagined. I was going in saying, this could be pretty terrible. And it was much worse than terrible. You could describe a movie as a work of art. This is not that. It's not even abstract art. It's just poo. So, here's one of my reasons. The main complaint I have with this film is it doesn't even feel like the Fantastic Four at all. Castings, all wrong. Whoever thought of the idea of the Fantastic Four members all being, in college? Why would you do that? The Fantastic Four, they're adults, man. They're mature. They got all their stuff together. The only one who should be, maybe a bit younger, a bit less mature is a Human Torch. And in this movie, he's the one who's got it all together the most, pretty much. Michael B. Jordan, the only casting I really liked. I didn't mind the Things casting. Just he's not really a hard guy to cast, to be honest. Human Torch, I was thinking, yeah, this could be pretty good, but Michael B. Jordan just did not deliver for me. None of the actors seemed to have any chemistry with each other. One of the great things about the original Fantastic Four was all the actors cast really well. All had amazing chemistry every scene. It feels like they're all actually the Fantastic Four. Whereas in this one, does not feel like that at all. Reed Richards and Ben Grimm, who are meant to be best friends since childhood, feel just as close as Reed Richards and Johnny Storm, who we just met. It seems like offset, the actors don't even like each other. Dialogue was pretty terrible. I cannot remember a single line in this movie that was good. Not a single one. And even if they were good, these guys, I'm sorry, they were not delivering them at all, man.
Gotta say, it's fantastic.
Say that again?
It's fantastic.
No, it's not. The movie overall is an absolute lullaby. Very, very boring. Not much action until the last, 20 minutes. And even then, it's not that good. I know that Fantastic Four, you don't need action all the time. The first movie, when I say action, I don't mean fighting. I just mean something exciting, okay? None of it was exciting at all. They don't actually become the Fantastic Four and start, working as a team until, the end of the movie. Compared to 2005, where they become the team in, the first, 20 minutes. They get their powers, in, one of the very first scenes. Reed Richards, I think his writing in general was the worst of the four, which is disappointing. He's just a coward the whole movie. I don't want to see Reed Richards being a coward. He's the smartest man alive, not the most cowardly man alive. The guy is he runs away and leaves his friends, his friend who he's been friends with, since childhood, he just leaves him. His friend's like, come back. Ben's like, come back, please, don't leave me, Reed. And Reed's like, no, I'm out. I might come back. I'm out. Haven't seen him for years. They haven't seen him for years. And everyone's like, where is he? Everyone's like, Ben, you gotta stop being angry at Reed. Dude, he left you, okay? I would be angry too if my best friend freaking left me. Freaking coward. I didn't like how the government just used them as, like, weapons. Like, I guess it was kind of like, they were just trying to take a really realistic take on it, I guess, which is, I appreciate it, but that's not really how it actually went down originally, The government just capturing him, doing things to him, and then, like, Sue Storm's getting mad when her brother has got his powers and he wants to help people. She's like, dude, don't help people. That's bad. He's like, bro, Ben is helping people. Ben doesn't have pants on. That was weird. Why didn't that thing have pants on, bro? That was unnecessary. I get maybe the government was like, he doesn't really need pants. He's made of rocks. Just give my boy his pants back. The movie was so bad that in that last, 18 minutes when Doctor Doom is literally about to destroy Earth as we know it, I was rooting for him to win. As much as I hated that Doctor Doom, I hated that Earth more. I don't know what universe this is set in, but I hope that it got wiped out. I hope that the TVA, they had to prune the universe or something. That would have been nice. Hey, can we just talk about Doctor Doom for a sec? The guy shows up, they open the door, and they're like, This is Victor Von Doom. And the guy's sitting at his desk like Neo, wasting away. He's got all beard and hair, and then he cuts his hair off and he becomes smart now. And he's just like a poo the whole movie. He's so mean to everyone. I guess he's Doctor Doom. I don't really care how he acts. But then he makes the stupidest decision and just decides to make himself fall into something. I can't actually remember now because I'm trying to burn the movie out of my mind. And they leave him behind because, he was a bum anyway. No one really liked him. He comes back. He looks like a statue. It's not Doctor Doom. That's not a metal mask. It's just grey skin. He looks terrible. He has so little screen time. And in that screen time, doesn't really do much. He first shows up and started blowing some dude's face up. And honestly, that was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I was like, dude's kind of standing on business here. And then he gets defeated pretty much instantly by a team who doesn't even like each other. Oh yeah, he kills whatever Johnny and Sue Storm's dad was. Franklin Storm. He kills Franklin Storm. They're a bit sad and then kind of don't really care anymore. The movie just overall just tries too hard to be different. Just because you're rebooting the movie doesn't mean it needs to be a completely different thing. You gotta still remember, you got source material. This is not like a dark, it's not a gloomy sci-fi epic. It's the Fantastic Four. And the final scene, I kid you not, I'm watching this final scene and I was laughing out loud. Genuinely laughing out loud. I don't know if that was the director's intent. If they labeled this as a comedy movie, I reckon it would have gone pretty well not because the jokes hit, just because it's just laughably bad, to be honest. Yeah, this will definitely go down as one of my least favorite movies. But I still love it because of how terrible it is. Despite the movie being, from a critical standpoint, just not good, bad acting, bad writing, bad everything, if at least wasn't just boring from beginning to finish, it would at least be watchable. Because if there was at least, action or, a lot of nice action, some better pacing, I might consider giving it a rewatch in a few hundred years. But no, this is very minimal action, and I've never ever fallen asleep during a movie. But I was dangerously close. I didn't fall asleep in this movie, but my eyes did kind of glaze over a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. Kind of fell asleep while I was awake. I guess that's what the film does. Sometimes you're watching, and it's just got the that's about it for my rant. Subscribe, like the video, and follow me on Letterboxd. See ya.